Okay. Just... The RZZ RCC, right, a mid-rear turbocharger. Right. It's like the RS01, it's like the R8, it's like the Suzuki VGT in Group 3. But no, not really. No. It's like the 4C2. Okay. Has a good bit of weight on it. The aerodynamics aren't that bad. And it can take a couple of scratches or... Right. So we could get into a better contact, but again, it's mid-rear turbocharger, so it's sensitive or whatever. Right. So here's a Lancer, BMW, and that VGT for all of the better cars. Nobody drive this thing. Anyway, the RS01, the MG, the Beetle, the Volks, the BMW again in that old thing, and then the Vantage, the BMW Sprint, the Supra Toyota VGT, the Supra 500, and then the Mustang, and then me again. Okay. They're all big cars, but the RZC sticks out like a sore thumb, given what it is. Okay. The race starts. I see a red car in front of me. I don't know the car list. I take the left, and I hand over the position and let them have the overtakes. Right. Now, I haven't driven this car in a while, and the aspiration being what it is, I end up not having the steering response that I thought I could have. Right, because it goes off the track, and then you somehow get into it with the BMW. Right. Now the BMW, again, saw me, and then we both didn't think I could have slowed down more, right, and then they could have slowed down more, right. Now I'm in front of the BMW, trying to catch up to the car list because I took the position accidentally, right. I'm trying to mind the middle of the track, and then the steering response, right, which is not there because of the aspiration. So it's the track that day or the car this time. Okay. Because of me and the shifting points and then the throttle. Right. Now the BMW shows up again and I'm like, great, take the position. And then let's bury the hatchet, water on the bridge, and then settle this with the car list. Okay. Because it's a BMW and it's a turbocharger. Right. So I'm from 12th position in this turbocharger mid-rear RZC, right, with the aspiration, trying to pull the car list so they don't drive away, okay, and so that the BMW can catch up to it, okay, because you can do the slows on the upshift and like on the throttle, right, and then I can mind the steering response and then not have them cause chaos at the track with the wind speed and everything, right. And I have no idea. It seems to be like a hot day, and like the wind is super strong when I checked it. I don't know if 19 feet per second is a lap, but it seems like a high number. Right, it should be, right? Given the temperature, right? Or the lighting. Okay. So then I'm picking up speed after the Grand Prix and then going into the green hell. Okay. But the steering response is killing me. Okay. And then I'm driving far back into the seat and then down low, so I can't see the road ahead of me. Like, I'm a short person, man, dude, guy in real life, and then I'm driving like it is in the car this time. Okay. Because some cars are just too high up. Okay. So then I have compromise or just a deficient visibility. Okay. But then I'm all about this car since it's not more car than driver. Right. I'm trying to overtake on this BMW and have the race that we can have. Right, between you and them, and him and her. Right. So then I take the position, or get the overtake, and then that's a clean break between the two of us. Okay, so then you're like simpatico, or like the buddy system. Right. Now we could slingshot through the entire car list, and then they can get podium, and then so can I. Okay, that's difficult. Right, that'd be one hell of a trick. Okay, don't do that. Right, says the VGT immediately. With the aspiration, the size of this thing, and whatever they can do to get in the way of us. Okay. I'm right behind the VGT, and then the rest of the car list. Okay. Which I cannot even begin to give a fuck about, since now I'm starting to notice that this RZC is getting off of the track on me. Okay. So I don't have the steering response, or I don't have the car on my side. Okay. So I'm losing, like, my comforts. Okay. And it's not a car that can do that. Or because it's turbocharger. Right. Because of the debris, now I don't have the aspiration or the throttle response that I used to have. Okay. And the steering response gave way to those overtakes with the BMW. And now this VGT, because of their aspiration and the size. See how it's doing that thing where it just pulls the aspiration before the turn or the out, and then like I have to follow that thing to the guardrails or to the wall or off the track? Okay. So then it happens again here. Okay. With the old Supra. Because it's like a wide car then. It's just a big car, it doesn't matter, it's a lot more car than driver. Okay. Not a good thing. Most of the time, no. So then I'm behind this old Supra, and then it's the straights before Carousel or after the village, and then it's a Supra and then a Mustang, and I'm thinking, so then I don't have this race, or this is as far as I get, or I'm supposed to have an incident, and then okay, so then I get the overtake on the Mustang, and I'm thinking, what gives? After the BMW and like all those incidents like off the track and everything. Right. It's definitely me and this car. Okay. And now that I'm looking at it, it's the track was hot or just the wind speed. Okay. But definitely me and this car. Because of the mid-rear turbocharger. Like I said, it's an insane steering response. It kills the driver. Out of the car that I said that this car was like, it's the most drivable one. It's still mid-rear turbocharger. You cannot do that at this like race, right? So then I'm struggling through Carousel, and then we get through it, and then I know for a fact it's if I make it through this race without an incident or getting into it too much with an injury, I'd be surprised. And then absolutely not. Or just no way in hell, and then just the track marshals and maintenance and production is laughing at me now. Right. Because that was just a lot of off-road and then like out of the track, and then the car just cannot handle it. Right. But then it can handle those straps or whatever. Right. So then I'm behind where I'm supposed to be. Okay. And then comfortably so. Okay. Damn, the maintenance. Right. The car is fine for the most part, but like the wheels are like the steering response is broken. Right, you can hear like just yeah, no, it's like it need oil or something. Right. The debris is stuck in the between like the wheels or something. Right. And the undercarriage is something like the frame rigidity or something. Right. Just gonna get through mini carousel and then struggling again still. I'm pretty sure I don't have this. Because the steering response is gone. And some of the throttle even, given the amount of debris because of the off the track that you went. But it's in blue or whatever, so we should be fine. Okay. So then I slingshot past these positions. Right. Only you're not supposed to do that. Mainly because they're a slingshot. Okay. And then I take the right. Yeah, no, don't do that. Right? And then I just like broke way a leg or just yeah, no. And I take the left and yeah, positions are but no. Big ouch, big ow. Big ay. Okay. So we'll give up the M4 in Group 4. Okay. And then see about the sprint model. And even the endurance model. Okay. The weight is funny on the M4. Mm-hmm.